On December 21st, 2025, Nicki Minaj sat beside Erica Kirk from Turning Point USA at AmericaFest in Phoenix, Arizona, with national cameras rolling. During a filmed on-stage sit-down interview, she called Vice President J.D. Vance the assassin. That one slip, in front of an arena lined with American flags and national press, was not just a viral moment. It detonated a public image crisis, split her fan base, and left brands scrambling. Was this a momentary stumble or the first undeniable sign that Nicki Minaj's image, as you knew it, is coming apart? And what will it cost next? December 21st, 2025. On the main stage at AmericaFest in Phoenix, Nicki Minaj sat beside Erica Kirk, microphones clipped, the Turning Point USA logo projected behind them. The crowd, still buzzing from a surprise entrance, settled as Erica leaned in to begin their question and answer session. National press and streaming cameras recorded every second. This was a documented public appearance. At 1:14 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Minaj turned to the audience, her tone warm, and spoke the words the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president. The word hung in the air. Minaj raised her hand to her mouth and closed her eyes for a moment. Her microphone dipped as she fell silent, her posture drawing in, her face a study in instant regret. The room, filled with thousands, grew quiet except for a few scattered laughs. That single slip focused attention on the assassin word. Erica Kirk, seated inches away, placed a reassuring hand on Minaj's arm and said, "Trust me, there is nothing new under the sun that I have not heard, so you are fine." The conversation resumed, but the moment had already been captured by the Turning Point USA live stream, by press pool feeds, and by attendees' phones. The capture was immediate and widespread. The phrase, the pause, and the micro-reaction became part of the public record, time-stamped and replayed by outlets from Access Hollywood to PBS NewsHour. Those words are confirmed by multiple transcripts and broadcast packages, no alternate audio, and no edits. Just a single slip, instantly visible to anyone with access to the footage. The stage at AmericaFest 2025 was more than a backdrop. It was a carefully curated arena designed to project power, unity, and national identity. American flags hung from every corner, flanking a giant LED display that pulsed with red, white, and blue graphics. The Turning Point USA logo was impossible to miss, shining from the screen behind Nicki Minaj and Erica Kirk as they faced a sea of young attendees. Rows of stadium seating stretched back into the shadows, packed with students, activists, and influencers, many waving branded signs or snapping photos with their phones. A bank of cameras lined the front row, their lenses trained on every gesture and word. National press badges flashed under the harsh stage lights. The event production team had set up multiple broadcast rigs, ensuring that every second was streamed live, not only to the crowd inside the Phoenix, Arizona venue, but to viewers across the country. For Turning Point USA, this was standard practice. Their annual AmericaFest had become a showcase of conservative youth culture, drawing thousands in person and many more online. The conference tradition of surprise guests, started by Charlie Kirk, always promised a headline moment. This environment was unmistakable. Patriotic iconography, a crowd primed for political messaging, and a platform built for viral moments. Simply sitting on this stage, in front of these symbols and this audience, sent a message far beyond anything said into the microphone. For many watching, presence alone was interpreted as endorsement, an alignment not just with the event, but with the movement behind it. A 10-second video is all it takes. Algorithms on TikTok, X, and YouTube Shorts are calibrated for speed, not depth. Clips between 10 and 15 seconds hold the highest view through rates, according to platform analytics. Anything longer risks a swipe. The moment Nicki Minaj utters the word assassin, that slice is trimmed, captioned, and uploaded before the full interview even finishes streaming. Captions that read, "Nicki calls Vice President an assassin," flash across the screen, priming viewers to react before they hear the rest. These pre-framing overlays shape first impressions, and platforms reward what sparks emotion or outrage. Full context, a 30-minute conversation about faith, politics, and legacy gets buried. Instead, the short meme-ready segment surges to the top of trending feeds, repeated in endless loops. The structural bias is clear. Platforms push whatever can be understood, debated, or mocked in under a quarter minute. In this system, nuance is filtered out and a single word becomes the headline, the meme, and the controversy. The word itself detonated. In rap, calling someone an assassin can mean they are sharp, ruthless, unbeatable, a killer with words. But on this stage, in this moment, the meaning could not escape the literal. Charlie Kirk's recent assassination hovered over AmericaFest, his widow seated beside Nicki Minaj as the word slipped out. In politics, assassin is never neutral. It is coded with violence, extremism, and raw grief. The pause, the hand to mouth, the silence. Those few seconds became a micro reaction loop, replayed and dissected. Social media did not care about metaphor. Memes stripped away intent, locking Nicki's image to the word itself. Suddenly, she was not just complimenting a vice president. She was attached to a label no PR team could spin down. The internet thrives on moments like this, a single word repeated and remixed until it drowns out everything else. In that instant, assassin stopped being slang and became the only story that mattered. Within hours of the AmericaFest interview, full-length videos from outlets like Live Now, from Fox, PBS NewsHour, and DWS News appeared online, each stamped December 21st, 2025. These uploads, over 30 minutes each, offered the entire conversation between Nicki Minaj and Erica Kirk, covering faith, politics, and more. But the long-form feeds were quickly overshadowed. By December 22nd, local affiliates such as CBS 19 had already posted short highlight clips, slicing the event down to its most shareable moments. As the footage fragmented, the 10-second assassin remark leapt from broadcast to social media. Reaction videos, stitches, and meme edits multiplied across TikTok, X, and YouTube Shorts. Each new iteration stripped away more context, focusing instead on the phrase, the pause, and the awkward recovery. By the end of the first day, most trending posts and headlines had locked onto a single narrative. Nicki Minaj called Vice President J.D. Vance the assassin at a conservative summit. The original 34-minute interview remained online, but the viral moment had already rewritten the story, crowding out everything else. For years, Nicki Minaj's public image floated between pop provocation and political ambiguity. A single lyric in 2012 saying, "I'm a Republican voting for Mitt Romney," sparked debate, but it was quickly dismissed as sarcasm or character work. Her 2021 tweet about the COVID vaccine drew controversy, yet fans and critics alike chalked it up to impulsive posting, and many treated it as a moment of public impulsiveness rather than a lasting shift. This time, though, the reaction is different. Appearing on a stage branded with Turning Point USA logos, seated beside Erica Kirk, and praising Donald Trump and J.D. Vance, Minaj wasn't just speaking from behind a screen. She was physically present at a conservative movement's flagship event. For many longtime fans, this looked less like a one-off misstep and more like a deliberate pivot. The Barbs, her famously loyal fan base, fractured almost overnight, with some defending her boldness, others accusing her of abandoning what they saw as her core values, and a third group holding back, waiting to see if this was a fleeting moment or the start of a new chapter. Industry veterans are already watching for the next sign. Will a major brand pause its campaign, as Adidas did with Ye, or stand behind her, like Nike did with Colin Kaepernick? Every move, her next public appearance, a statement, even a subtle change in social media could tip the balance. Analysts track three signals: the reaction of sponsors, the tone of her next live event, and the response from her core fan base. If a partnership quietly disappears, if her next performance draws protest or silence, or if the Barbs themselves begin to disengage, each will be read as a verdict. The outcome is not yet written. For now, the world is left to watch, measure, and wait for the moment that will define which story becomes her legacy. In today's culture, a single public moment can redefine a global brand overnight. For Nicki Minaj, the stakes now extend beyond music. They shape how celebrity, politics, and loyalty collide in real time. The world is watching her next move, and this time, silence isn't an option.